Hello, and this video is now going to introduce you to something new called casting. Okay, now casting is the process of changing a data type, and you may have to do this a number of times when working with Python. Prime example here. What we are going to do is I'm going to create an input, all right, and we're going to say quantity equals input. How many sweets would you like? All right. Now that's going to store that. And if I was to print out QTY and run that, watch what happens. All right. So it's asking me how many sweets I would like, and I'm going to say lots. Okay. I might even run that again, and I might put 100 down. All right. So what I've got here is I've got my program now. The problem comes that you may want to have price equals 5. Okay, so it's £5 a sweet. We're going to say it's really expensive here. Now, if I did print price times QTY, I want you to watch what happens. How many sweets would you like? We're going to say 10. Can you see that it hasn't actually multiplied it? It's multiplied a string. Okay, now what a string is, and I'll run it again. If I put lots, you can see that it's repeated it 5 times. Okay, we want to be able to do the maths with this. Now, the only way we can do that is to make sure that they are both the same data type. This is called casting. So what I'm going to do now before I multiply them is make sure that they are both the same data type. This is where we use casting. What I can do is I can say QTY equals int QTY. That now changes that to an integer. So if I ran that and I put in 10 this time, you can see it's done 10 times the price, which is 5, and it's given me the answer 50. Now becomes the problem. If I type in lots, it's going to give me an invalid data type because you can't multiply words. All right. So that is casting. But what I can do, all right, is I don't even need to put integer there. I could get rid of this if I wanted to. And before I multiply it, I can go int and change that there. So if I was to run that, I might say I want 5 sweets. 5 times 5 is 25. Now, the last thing I'm going to show you is print the cost of your sweets is going to be, and I'm going to put here plus, I'm going to change this, cost equals price, all right, it's going to be cost watch what happens here. I would like 5. Cost of your sweets can only concatenate string, not int. Now, what this is saying, and this is the reason why it's giving you a warning here, is you can't join different data types together. What I now need to do is convert the cost back to a string so that I can join it with this line. So let's work this out. Let's see if it gives me the price. How many sweets would you like? 5. The cost of your sweets is going to be 25. And I can even put in here a little pound symbol and run that again. 5, and it's going to be 25. So you need to know that this is called casting, and it's by changing the data type. All you need to do is use the variable name, but you can put int, string. There are lots of different data types that have been mentioned in this lesson, but these are the most common ones that you will use. You may also have float here as well. So there are lots of different data types that you can use for casting as part of this lesson. I hope that you find that useful.